Hey guys, welcome back to this week's episode of Video Game Expedition. Alright, so, yeah, yard sale season, flea market season is officially over where I live. I went on early Saturday morning to see if maybe I was going to get lucky, but it rained all day. There was 4 yard sales, 3 of them for the same yard sale. I love when people do that. And one is yard sale that I see every single week, so yeah, there was that. So this week I could say there wasn't much live hunting. I did find some online, Craigslist, OfferUp, Let's Go, stuff like that, and I got some pretty good finds. To see those, you'll have to go to the pickups video because obviously there's no footage. I am thinking that from now on, for the winter months, I'm probably going to do a hunting video every other week. That way there's more likely I find things that I can show. This video is probably going to show the demise of Goodwill for the winter. Usually, thrift stores up here slow down between now and New Year's because people have already done all their yard selling, got rid of the junk after they didn't sell it, and they're not in the mood to go through any more of their stuff. But around Christmas and New Year's, you know, they want to get their donation slips, they want to get their house cleaned for Christmas, so they'll start picking up then. So for now, the thrift stores are probably going to be showing how horrible they are and going to pawn shops and video game stores to see how overpriced they might be. So I think I'm going to line up one video game store a week and check them out. I don't usually go to the secondhand video game stores just because I more bought when I saw things, and I still do. I've really never gone out looking for games as much as I have now. So this will be a new experience for me too. There's about half a dozen that I've found around my area within like 20-30 minutes that I'm going to explore. And there's tons of pawn shops I've never been to before, just because I never bothered going in them before. So that's going to be a new find as well. So that'll probably be the new guide. I'll keep doing pickup videos every week because I'm still going to search on Craigslist and Let's Go. If you have any ideas of how maybe I can incorporate searching for that in videos, let me know. But I figured doing them once a week is better than saving them for every other week because the pickup videos could be large if I'm finding things on Craigslist and Let's Go and stuff like that. Because you never know when you're going to find it. So 1 week could just be an hour's worth of just showing. I don't want to do that. Alright. So I have 3 places I went to this week. 3 different Goodwills. And my local ones. And then one a little bit further away. Now, I don't mind driving 20 minutes, 30 minutes to another Goodwill so I can see what they have. Because you never know what you're going to find. And I really like seeing old, you know, electronics that people donate. Things I've never seen before. Old game boards, toys. And I really like listening to audiobooks. So, to me, a 30-minute drive is 30 minutes of listening to my audiobook that I wouldn't have the chance if I was sitting around the house because I would be doing other things. So, it's a way to get out on a Monday morning and listen to my book. Alright, with that in note, I found a couple things right here. Star Wars, a 3D movie. I'm thinking I'm going to start collecting 3D Blu-rays because I have PSVR, and I kind of want to see how that looks because I hear they play 3D movies. You know, they got a lot of movies in recently, but nothing that I was really interested in for games. They did get loads of animes, which, you know, if you like animes, know anime movies are expensive. So if I can find a complete set of a show for $2 to $5, I'll pick it up because I've probably never watched it, and they're expensive as sets. Hey. Excuse me, Legend of Zelda right here. I already have it in the cardboard box, so I don't really need another set. Star Wars The Starfighter. I was kind of happy to find that, but then I realized I already had it for the Xbox. We'll talk about that in a minute. Um, but yeah, you just never know what you're gonna find. And with all the animes, I was kind of happy about that at least. You know, if you're gonna go to the thrift store for hunting things, you kind of have to go for an open mind. Tons of things you might like to find, and you know, it's cheaper than going shopping at like your local electronics stores and stuff like that, and getting your shopping habits in that way. Uh, you know, Americans are pretty much addicted to shopping. That's kind of why I go to thrift stores because it's really cheap and really unique things. The glass case finally got some new games, but it was basically PSP garbage. But Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, if I didn't already have it, maybe. And yeah, that was that trip, huh? Florida is. You know, not a lot there. Uh, like I was saying with the Star Wars game, uh, if you guys haven't watched my game room tour video, plug that right here. I've already, I'm in the middle process now. I've rearranged a lot of stuff, gave it some room, and in the process, I finally decided to categorize my games. I don't have a big collection, so it wasn't too bad, but it is enough to where I forget some of the smaller titles that I bought. Um, so now that I'm using an app to categorize it, it's way easy to know whether I should buy a game or not from Goodwill. In that case, I had the limited edition one for the Xbox, so I figured I didn't need it for the PS2. The only downfall to that, though, sometimes is sometimes games are better on another console, and I'd like to have the best version of a game. So, some cases I might buy another one if I think it's better for that console. If I don't know, I may not buy it just because I don't want to spend the money that day. Let me know, guys, if you think the PS2 version of Star Wars Starfighter was better. But I figured the limited edition is probably the better way to go. But yeah, so glad to have everything categorized now. That way I'm not buying junk for the third time. The only other time I'll probably buy a game again is if I look at that game, in that case, looks like it's in beautiful condition, the DVD's in beautiful condition, then it's like, I might as well pick it up because it's probably in better condition than mine. That's the thing I didn't do with my games yet, is mark which ones have manuals or scratches or anything, and give them a grade on whether or not I need to replace them. So that's probably the next step. Not looking forward to that. I'm so glad I don't have a huge collection yet, because that would be a hard way to start. That's why I figured I'd start now before it gets out of hand. Hopefully it doesn't get that out of hand, because like I said, I'd like to keep, you know, for larger system games, maybe the top 100, 150 games that are my favorite kind of games, and games that are said to be, you know, really good or hidden gems, and not go beyond that. So I mean, 100 games, 100 systems for the larger, 100 games for the larger systems. You know, like smaller handhelds and smaller systems, maybe top 50. So that way, it's never really too large. Yeah. So as you can see, the Goodwill is not starting off great. So let's hit up the next. See, rainy day in New England. Typical weather. It'll get better on the day. All right, so I used the camera upside down. I don't know how I pulled that one off. You gotta love cell phone footage. But they had a lot of games, and this is the one that's about 30 minutes from my house. So it's worth going. They've been having Sega games a lot lately. Not this time, unfortunately. Nothing too big, and you know, nothing on their big dollar day. So it was kind of a just a normal searching around. I did find a couple things that I liked, not game related, but it wasn't a total waste. Like I said, gotta get my audiobook. You know, just a bunch of junk. Unfortunately, though, it's like, you know, thrift store, their inventory is changing every day, so if you don't go in as often as possible, you're probably going to miss the good stuff. And I did not miss the good stuff this time, because I got nothing. The good stuff missed me. I did see this iCade. I thought that was pretty cool. I always wanted something like this for my phone. Unfortunately, it's so old that a smartwatch would probably be the only thing that would fit between that now. That's how old this thing was. Yeah, it's not going good. I do have a lot of pickups though this week, so check out the pickups video. let's just go on to the next place. Really, not much to say from that. It's getting sad. All right, let's. I was happy when I saw this bin the other day. This store I went to twice, today and the other day, and they had this bin full of movies that just rolled out. They had a blanket over it. I'm like, yep, that blanket's moving. If you're just gonna leave a cart here full of movies, I'm looking at it. Uh, as you can see, I'm not the only one looking through it. People are just searching, and one game. That's it. One game. So then look at a couple days later, I come hoping it's like, all right, they should get movies like this all the time, and they had nothing. Usually that side is covered with movies. This side covered with movies. Nothing. A bunch of red though, and that was the color they're putting out. So they did put out a lot of colors, a lot of red, but not of anything useful to me. Look at Pirates of the Caribbean, 4 copies. And then this side is usually overdone with stuff. Movies on top of movies. Not that side, this side. And look at bottom shelf was empty. Things are leaning over. It's kind of a sad day. But what are you gonna do, right? So, yeah, that's just sad. And then, you know, you gotta check the CD rack that they have over here. And they had tons of CDs. The only thing I found over here was 3 Extreme, and that was it. So, someone did buy the regular Nintendo here, though. They had it for $60. Right. So, like I was saying, they had a regular Nintendo last week for $60. And it was, they call it a new good tech item where they refurbish it, and then they wrap it in plastic, and they sell it for $60. I did not think that thing was going to sell for $60. But apparently someone really wanted a Nintendo. I'm not sure how they're going to make money off of that, because I doubt someone would have bought a Nintendo for themselves for $60 when you could just buy an NES Classic for $60, or go online and buy a Nintendo system with like games for under $60. I don't know, unless someone thought, oh, this is a good present for somebody and picked it up. But yeah, I was kind of shocked. So, Goodwills, getting lousy. Got to change my hunting strategy. You know, be an apex predator on video game hunting. Yeah, so that's it. All right, guys. Check out my video game pickups for the pickups that I picked up today and this week. And all right, guys, let me know if you found anything. Check out my other videos. Check out my game tour video that shows you what I was talking about in my game room. A new one will be coming up shortly, showing the next step in the phase, because, you know, there's always multiple steps on getting things cleaned up. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Keep on gaming, and have a good night.